Yo, watch where you're going.
You don't want to mess with me, dog. You don't want to mess. Scrap right now. Get my stadium going.
That's exactly how it's gonna go.
OMG BBG! Welcome back to another video, guys. If you BBGs have been inconvenienced by not having a more mobile stadium for you to battle on the go with, then fret no more because Hasbro is hooking you up. This is Hasbro's Beyblade X Clash and Carry Beystadium, and I feel like it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, we kind of thought that Hasbro was done with releasing these portable stadium thingies, but I guess now it's back, and maybe it's actually good. We have seen something like this actually from Metal Fight back in the days, but not since then.
Yeah, for real, like what a surprise. I don't know. Our stores here are struggling to stock any of the new Beyblade X products, but then they just like shock drop a Clash and Carry Beystadium. What is going on with Hasbro? But anyways, let's take a look at this. This here is just the stadium. There's nothing else in this packaging, and what you see is what you get. It's a mobile stadium, smaller form factor, and it folds up so that you can battle anywhere you want.
Yeah, no longer do you have to pack your standard Beystadium in a suitcase, because now this thing fits everywhere, like in backpacks and stuff. But at the same time, just don't expect it to be like in the metagame, because it's a very casual product, but still so cool.
Yeah, I feel like we would have killed for something like this during the Beyblade Burst saga. Like, we were asking for something like this for years, and now we're getting it in Beyblade X all of a sudden, even before Takara Tomy really releases something like this. Kind of wild. All right, and that's it. That's the stadium right there. Wow, when it folds up, it really is small. This is pretty sick, guys.
Yeah, man, this fold just reminds me of like a pencil case. Doesn't even seem like a Beyblade product. But yeah, I think overall it actually looks really good.
Yeah, honestly, not too bad. Build quality looks pretty good too. So let's try and take it apart here, get it all set up. I noticed that there are like sliding locks on both sides of the stadium. And so I think we just slide those up. I already did this one side, I think. And then this other side, you just kind of slide it up like that. And should be able to just pull it apart. Yeah.
Ooh, it's like a transformer.
Ooh. Oh, all right.
It's got like a split.
That is pretty cool, guys. Just how easy it is.
Yeah.
Definitely though, the stadium, wow, it does look small, really, really small. Okay, and looks like we got a couple of like doors.
Okay.
These act as walls so your bays don't go flying, I guess, right? Probably have to lock those in. Got this side here, same thing.
Yo.
Slide back down, lock it, and wow, that is it.
Cool.
That is your Carry Stadium, whatever it's called, Clash and Carry.
Yeah, so another portable stadium. Honestly, it's pretty good engineering when you think about it. Next up, I guess we just gotta battle and test it out.
Pretty great having something like this now. I can definitely see us using this on our travels, you know. That's one of the biggest struggles when we do videos in Japan and whatnot. Like, we always have to buy a new stadium while we're there, but now we can just bring this. Although it is possibly a bit of a downgrade compared to your regular stadium. So anyways, let's dive in and yeah, really check out this stadium here, see what it's all about, compare it to some of our other typical stadiums from Takara Tomy. First thing you guys will notice is the material. Very hard plastic, right? Folds together, pretty rigid. It's not like the soft, thin plastic that you're used to from the original Takara Tomy Stadium and the original Extreme Stadium from Hasbro.
So immediately I can really tell that it's probably gonna make a lot more sounds, especially when your blades or bits are making contact with that hard plastic. Also, that size of the battle zone, it's a lot smaller, but the extreme line quality does look okay though, I think.
Yeah, exactly. So interesting direction that they're taking with the battle zone here. The extreme line basically like tapers off at the top. So that is a big difference compared to the other extreme stadiums. When your bay goes around the accelerator rail, is it going to get that same super high speed launch when it exits the extreme line now that it doesn't really have that more extended circular launching point? It kind of just ends abruptly.
Also keep in mind that you got that center creasing right in the middle, that line. That it's really gonna kind of mess up your battles and maybe your bits are gonna get stuck in there too. I guess you just gotta customize and try to take advantage of this whole new playing field.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this line right down the middle, but I mean, they need to be able to fold it up somehow, right? I can definitely foresee this gap getting even bigger if this stadium is handled roughly. For example, if you're not too careful with it, you know, as you're traveling, you use it more and everything like that, maybe that gap will get bigger, you know, as you damage the stadium. I don't know, but I can definitely see something like that happening down the line. Now, another change that you guys will notice is the knockout pockets. So that's both for the overfinish zones and the extreme zone. The extreme finish zone is labeled and it's at the bottom of this stadium. The two pockets here on the left and right are very shallow, but apparently if you get knocked out into this pocket, you give your opponent 3 points. The weird thing is that the overfinish zones, or the other knockout zones at the top of the stadium, they're like identical. The pockets are just as shallow, the shape looks to be the exact same, and if you get knocked out into these pockets, it's only 2 points.
I guess they are following the rules from the original stadium where if you're using the extreme line for those knockouts, then you get bonus points. But can't lie, this whole design is actually pretty genius. Like you can still use the extreme line gimmick while being portable. Like that's cool.
Yeah, yo, I feel like it'll almost be more fun if you guys just undid this, maybe. And then if you get knocked out through this big window here, that's like 3 points. But that's a little unfair, I guess, because it's, at that point, it'd be pretty easy to fly out, right?
Yeah, and you also wouldn't want to do this, like your base flying out when you're like playing at the airport or something, you know?
Yeah. But overall, I mean, pretty cool design for an on-the-go stadium. Really can't complain too much. We're already very grateful that Hasbro is making something like this. Takara Tomy hasn't even hooked up the Beyblade community with some sort of design like this. So big props to Hasbro for this one. Now here's a quick side-by-side with the original Extreme Stadium by Hasbro on the left there, and then our brand new Clash and Carry mobile stadium on the right.
Your original stadium, the standard one, is definitely a lot wider and the proper way to play, I would say.
Yeah, like when you first unbox the Clash and Carry, you do notice how small it is, but you get used to it pretty quick. Now when you have it side by side with the Hasbro Extreme Stadium, it does look a lot smaller. And that's the funny part because the original Hasbro Extreme Stadium was already a smaller version of the Takara Tomy one.
And then here is the original Takara Tomy one next to our Clash and Carry Stadium. Okay, the Japanese Takara Tomy Stadium is still our go-to. Like that's just the best one.
The battle zone of the Clash and Carry definitely more closely resembles the original Takara Tomy Stadium, more round than oval. But yeah, that extreme line, like it really stands out to me now that we have it side by side. Probably won't get as much crazy accelerator rail action, but we'll find out.
Definitely a very unique Beyblade item, and we would recommend collecting it.
Let us know what you guys think though of this stadium. Like, look how well it folds up and everything. It just, you know, gets so tiny. It's totally worth it. I don't think we mentioned the price, but it cost us about $45 Canadian. We'll throw up some conversions for you guys in the US. But look at this. It's just so awesome. I can totally imagine, like you'll be out and about carrying your, you know, Clash and Carry Beystadium in your backpack or just in your hands like this, going along, and then you run into your Beyblade ops on the street and it's just like, oh,
yo, watch where you're going.
You don't want to mess with me, dog. You don't want to mess. Scrap right now. Get my stadium going.
That's exactly how it's gonna go.
But obviously, set up properly, right?
We should actually do that.
But this product is just fantastic for the price and for its purpose.
Also, let us know in the comments where you're bringing this to the public, because I want to know where you guys are battling.
Yeah. Props to Hasbro, honestly, for dropping this out of nowhere. No advertisement whatsoever. No one knew that it was coming out, and then just bam, all of a sudden, it's out. All right, let's actually test out this stadium now. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Got a chill bay. I wanted to see how it moves. Oh, yeah, you see? Sorry, I wanted to see how it moves across the stadium and how it interacts with that line there.
Yeah, definitely touching that crease. Depends on the bit, but yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of see when it goes over it, it like shifts a bit. So it definitely will get in the way.
3, 2, 1, go shoot! Attack type, let's go!
Hey. Come on, Phoenix. No.
Yeah, this stadium might actually be like a nerf to stamina types.
And so funny because before I was just saying you can get out of those pockets easily, and then Phoenix Rider got stuck.
Smaller battle area, more recoil. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Alright. Oh, what the heck?
Oh my goodness.
That was not a good use of extreme line. Okay, there's a good
Let's
one.
go. Nightmail just tripping. Holy.
Yeah, it's pretty good battle. Pretty good battle. Oh, just getting stuck. Ooh.
There we go, guys. So under Needle, one of those bits that will get stuck in that giant line that we have running right down the center of the stadium. Very unfortunate.
GG to stamina types and those bits.
Yeah, it's hard to say that it's like a design flaw. I guess it kind of is. Like, there must have been some other way that they could fold up the stadium. Or, I don't know. Maybe it'd be less compact, though, if it didn't have that line there so that you could fold it up.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't even launch that hard, too.
Yeah, so like with the smaller form factor, you guys can tell it's very action-packed. There's always something going on with this stadium.
You almost need to like not launch hard.
Yeah, it's like borderline chaotic, right? And I don't know if that's what Hasbro intended. I swear, like they probably made it this small just because, you know, a form factor, right? Like they want to keep it tiny so it's portable, but then you have this trade-off, right? It's a little chaotic. Sometimes you can't really see what's going on in the battle, and battles do end very quickly.
Yeah, I'm liking the wall design, but you know, I just thought of this. You actually can't ride on the lid anymore, you know, in the stadium.
Yeah, I think overall, I don't know. This is still a win, guys, in my opinion. We've wanted a mobile stadium for years now, and we got this seemingly shock drop with the Clash and Carry Beystadium for Beyblade X. So I think it's a W. Let us know what you guys think of this stadium design. Are you guys going to pick it up? You should be able to order online from different stores and like Amazon, whatnot. I think it's totally worth it for like $40-ish Canadian.
Now, if Hasbro could just have more bays in stock, that would be nice. Like Wave 2, Wave 3, come on.
True dat. And with that, we'll catch you guys in the next one. As always,
Geeks out.